First of all, congrats to Kansas. They back and forth game really the whole time. I mean, they have championship DNA. They've been there before. That we came out, we were a little tentative in the beginning. I thought our guys showed great heart, great resiliency. In that second half, they gained the lead and really made some big time plays. But overall, those possessions add up through 40 minutes. When you have 18 turnovers, that's obviously a big stat right there. And just valuing and taking care of the ball. But a lot to learn from this. To be in this environment, to be in this situation in Game 3 for our group I think it's going to be a big time learning experience. It hurts. That's how it should feel. And but no time to waste. We come right back, play again on Friday, play the following Monday, and we have a lot of games going forward. So happy to answer any questions, or these guys can as well.
Kyle Filipowski on the right, Jeremy Roach on the left. Let's start with some questions for the players first, please.
Jeremy, can you just address the turnover problem? What do you think happens tonight? What did they do defensively? What did you guys do that thought you well with the ball?
We knew they were a great defensive team. I mean, they ran at the ball a lot. They helped. They plug off the ball. We knew that was a factor coming in, but we just want to be strong with the ball. I mean, they got their hands on a couple of them. We turned the ball over, just kind of careless with the ball. I mean, I think they just did a great job on defense. Just getting hands on balls and just doing what they needed to do to get the win.
Kyle, obviously, not the outcome you wanted, but you're the first two player to ever start his career with 3 straight double-doubles. I mean, what does that mean to you, if anything, right now?
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool thing to carry with myself. To start my career here at Duke off. Obviously, that doesn't really matter much to me right now after the game ending the way it did. But I mean, just gotta keep doing what I do. Stay focused on the team with getting the wins down the road, and just learn from that.
Kyle, can you address some of those failures on offense down the stretch and turnovers? Let that game get away. What did you think happened out there? What did you guys learn?
Yeah, I think we just kind of took one extra dribble more than we needed to, and that gave them the chance for them to sink in and get their hands on the ball. We scattered that hard. I think there were just times we were a little careless with it like that, and just gotta be more disciplined in that area and learn from that going down the road with film.
Anything else for the players?
Jeremy, what do you think about your freshmen and just the way they played down the stretch?
I think they were big. And then started off kind of shaky. I mean, had to get some jitters out. Obviously, this is their first big time matchup in a big time arena. But I think they played a hell of a job. I mean, obviously, Flippy had a double-double, played big for us down the stretch. Mark Mitchell came in and had big minutes. Even Derek Lively, he came in and had big minutes. And then Tyrese, he showed out in that second half. So, I mean, they're coming along. It's all learning experiences early. We're going to get better from this and learn from this.
All right, fellas, appreciate you guys.
John, I think you guys had like 8 or 9 assists all night.
8.
Yeah. Was that a function of Kansas jamming things up? Did you not move as much as you referred to?
Yeah, it's probably some of both, right? I mean, they're really physical, and they can really guard the ball at multiple positions. And that's the first time we faced a defense like that. You have to give credit to them. And then it's just understanding it's not going to happen easy. In a game like that, it's too many. It's not just the turnover; it's just the shot selection, and that ultimately is on me. And it's against a team like Kansas, you have to break them down. You have to multiple drives and kicks and our spacing. I thought also just that level of physicality. I thought we got tired too, and when you get tired, you end up standing. But that's not an excuse. It's a credit to them. And I think this is going to give us great perspective on how hard you have to work on and off the ball to create great shots.
John, that's an emotional roller coaster, especially some young guys to take the lead, and then Kansas makes that run. You think that kind of shock, especially your young guys, just kind of the change in the game?
Yeah, it's we actually before the game we said it's gonna be a game of runs, and it's whoever handles the adversity better is gonna win. And they did that down the stretch. I actually thought we had a chance there to extend that lead, and they're tough. They're not gonna go away. And it's those pivotal moments, end of a TV timeout, where what shot are we getting, or we have to work a little bit harder, make them work on defense. I thought they made us work harder on defense than we made them work, and that was a big key to tonight's game. I thought just the emotions for our young guys. The first game goes double overtime, so we went out there 3 times to warm up, and just there's first time playing a game outside of Cameron. There's a lot of different emotions you feel, and I think for our guys right now, it's they know we can be a lot better.
Coach, you guys have a very deep and talented squad. Any guy can really come in and provide a spark. Early in the second half, Tyrese gave you guys some really clutch back-to-back buckets, and then Mark came in and did the same thing. Obviously not the outcome that you wanted, but how encouraging is it to see some of these young guys show these flashes of potential?
Yeah, well, look, they all did something to contribute to winning, and for each of them, there's also things that they can do better, just like our staff, just like everybody in that locker room. And I thought it was important for Tyrese, because for him, the first couple of games, he'd been feeling it out, and you can see he can really make plays for himself and others. And then Mark Mitchell's a gamer. That's who he is. I'm not surprised either of those guys made those plays. I could go through each guy that made winning plays tonight, just wasn't good enough, and that's the bottom line.
Derek just out, but he warmed up but didn't play. Do you expect him to be available Friday?
Probably not Friday, but he's progressing as much as we can get him just back in game shape. And then playing against contacts, he's only done that for 1 day, and he needs more time than that to work back to being himself and getting back in game shape.
Jon, what did you think of Juwan Harris down the stretch and some of the plays he made?
Yeah, he's a winner. Watching him play, sometimes you can look at his thing, even though his stats tonight, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, he does a little bit of everything. On defense, he's a pest. He's a great defender, and he's a leader for their team. He does a lot of things that translate to winning and translates to making his teammates better. And a lot of respect for him and his game. And when he's out there, they're poised. They're really poised when he's out there on the floor, making guys better.
Jon, as much as you want to win like hell, at this event, year in, year out, over these types of games, was this the best form of learning experience for your group here tonight they can take with them?
There's no question that's the best form of learning. Just being in these moments. There's no way to simulate it. That doesn't mean I'm happier or enjoying this loss by any means. You have to, hate it and learn from it, grow from it. But playing the Champions Classic every year, of course you want to come away and it's winning, but you probably learn more when you lose, because even if we won that game, we would have won not being at our best with the way we took care of the ball and some of the plays we can make and do a better job of. But there's absolutely playing in this makes you better as a team and as a program.
Jon, you mentioned that this is this team's first game outside Cameron. It's also your first outside of Cameron as a head coach. What was tonight like for you?
Yeah, it was good. Until obviously you want to win, and I would have told you it was great. But just being in those moments together. It's not just obviously I know it's my 3rd game coaching, and I've coached in this Champions Classic a lot. But these guys need to get a feel for me. We need to get a feel for each other. I thought that hurt us down the stretch. We haven't been in a tight game, and so knowing, all right, where does Mark Mitchell like to get the ball, and how do you rotate and pick and roll, and be in those moments, I think are really important for us to be in together. Felt good out there. I promise you, every game we play, there's always going to be something I feel I can do better. Our staff can do better, but our staff had us really well prepared for tonight. But just coming out, the level of physicality, I thought, knocked us back. We need to do a better job of that.
All right, Coach, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, guys.